participating. We know how much effort and hard work went into all of this, every phase of the competition, and we're very pleased. And also, I'd like to quickly say this again, I said it before, but this is the first year that Phoenix has participated in this competition, and we have the largest response of all of the sections in the nation. So you should be very proud of yourself to be proud of that. Okay.
Good morning. My name is Gavin and Chris Cardinal and Zach Burch. We're from Gilbert Junior High School. Our city name is Jelantis. Chris Cardinal will be explaining the city concept and engineering principles. Zach Burch will be explaining the map of the model, and now here's Chris.
First, I'm going to talk about our reference cities. The concept of Jelantis was thought of in reference for 3 cities. We modeled it partially after the lost city of Atlantis, although we named it Jelantis because the dome is comprised of gelatin. Another one of our model cities was Los Angeles. This is because of the smog and air pollution that inhabits the air. We imagine Jelantis to be one of the few cities that remain inhabited because the rest of the earth is so polluted. Our third reference city was the Biosphere 2. This was because the Biosphere 2 is considered a completely self-sufficient habitat and that it grows its own food, etc. Jelantis' purpose is to offer a pure, clean living environment as an alternative to decomposing other cities that are still habited. The city of Jelantis floats on top of the Pacific Ocean and is a self-sufficient city. It doesn't import or export and creates its own food and other resources. Jelantis is surrounded by a biologically engineered plant matter cell membrane called gelatin. The power systems that Jelantis use are solar power and a tidal differential system. The tidal differential system harnesses the movement of the waves and converts it into power, while the solar power system absorbs and converts sunlight into power. Jelantis uses desalinization plants located at the bottom of the sphere for its water supply. The world is filled with pollution and it is harmful to be outside, so the engineers and city planners had to design Jelantis so that it was completely self-sufficient. We had the problems of making an entirely self-sufficient food source as well as water and waste treatment. Jelantis uses the hydroponics nutrient film technique, which allows us to use to grow a wider range of food and using less space. Jelantis also needed to be prone to pollution. We came up with the biologically engineered gelatin, which is a living organism that feeds off of the city's pollution and replenishes the oxygen supply. The cell membrane divides when city population gets too large to allow for expansion. This proved the perfect solution for Jelantis' problems. Now I'd like to bring your attention over to Zach, who will talk to us about the city model.
Thank you. And may I begin with the city map? This is a map of the city of Jelantis. As you see, we have this green right here represents gelatin that covers the city, that surrounds the city. As you see here is extra land that buffers for pollution and is extra land mass so residents can also live there. Right here we have all of our power supply right here. And you can see that we have a shoreline and a river for transportation from under the ocean to actually surface into our city. Our city floats on top of the water. Right here we have our main residential areas. Our industrial areas are over here, and our commercial areas are around here. We also have our ports and airports. This red highlighted section represents the part that we did for our model. Now, most people are probably wondering what exactly this small wireframe is. This wireframe right here, the green, represents the gelatin membrane. You can see that our city still maintains floating on top of the water. We use this floating technique to supply with submarines, so our submarines can dock and supply goods from the outside the city. This right here is a stadium which is for recreation. As you can see, we also have our road systems right here and plants. These are all the buildings represented for residential areas. And this thing right here is a submarine docking port in which the submarines can drop off supplies. And then let me give the floor again.
Thank you, Zach. In conclusion, we believe that Jelantis represents a unique future city design that is non-polluting, self-sufficient. A non-polluting, self-sufficient city.
Questions?
What did you learn by using the SimCity 2000 software?
What we learned by using the SimCity 2000 software is that it takes into account for everything you need to run the city. How you have placed your residential, industrial, and commercial areas close to each other so they can all supply for themselves. And how transportation affects where and how far buildings are going to build.
Well, we also learned how difficult it is to start a city, what kind of attributes you need, and what kind of things you need to put into the city when you're thinking of how to design it. Like where to place police stations and industrial places, and how you can control pollution and crime. Our mass transit system is mainly in a submarine system that runs under the city.
And they dock and drop off passengers. Passengers come in and take hovercraft to anywhere they need to go on the city.
Can you describe some of the building materials that you use in the model?
We use mostly mat board and just regular spread.
They're empty CO2 containers, carbon dioxide containers.
For the textured paint, we also use like the sand texture for this, and then straight and all white to get the textures like that. Why would you choose white? Well, our map is basically, the model is basically more on concept. And we've chosen this so we limit details and make it overall neater for it.
What did this project teach you about engineering?
That you have to use a lot of team. If you don't use team, everything just falls apart.
Your city is pretty well dependent on that gelatin building.
Yeah.
Can you describe the kind of research you did into what material you use for that?
The gelatin is a biologically engineered, like the city planners of Jelantis engineered blue algae, the blue algae that on the bottom of the ocean, and they mixed it with some sort of gelatin species, and they created the gelatin dome, which actually absorbs and feeds off of the city's pollution.
Is it an entirely different system?
That is used when we basically send out more or less a buoy, which is connected to a lever, and when the waves move, it moves that buoy and moves the lever and converts it into energy.
Can you describe your water supply system?
There's a desalinization plant system. Down here at the very bottom of the dome, and what it does is it lets water come in and out, and it clears out the salt. It clears the salt out of the water, and making it freshwater treating it. It also releases wastewater into the ocean through there. So it's a wastewater and desalinization plant system.
Thank you very much.
Do a marsh field to reclaim all your wastewater.
Introduce, there's Dan. There's a close-up of Jelantis.
We're not doing it like
The white city of the future. I don't know where Gavin went to.
you would have been up till 8 o'clock with Mr. Mayor. We'd have to be at Mr.
Oh, that's no fair. They're doing the one down there. Yeah. Oh, is it? On the wrong side.
And then it cleans the pollution and then it cleans pressure. You're right down on that first side.
Yes.
You saw that other water city, it's good idea, but how do you move it in?
6 o'clock.
Look at Keith doing the puzzle.
Fun getting into trouble.
Teacher, and Zach, Gavin, and Chris as the 3 students. Dan O'Malley as our engineer. And Dan was also part of the logistics committee and part of the organizing committee for this event. Special thanks to Dan for that. With Greenfield Junior High School, David Domenico as the teacher, with Chad and Shelley. Corridor, would you please go out to your seat?